All right, we're going live. All right, we are live on that there internet, I believe. I'm all alone.
Does it
Okay.
d- does it count as a taco update if like nothing extravagant happened but I went there?
If all you did was like I went there and it was good, I wouldn't I don't want to water down the taco update, but I'm happy to hear that the taco stand is still a
I didn't
reliable.
get any tacos. I got some tomatoes
Oh, yeah.
and and a pineapple cola, not a cola, but a pineapple flavored soda drink.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say let's not blast the cannons for that one.
Taco. I should get like a. I wish I could replace the stop sound with a record scratch sound. Oh, I could just get a record scratch sound effect and tell it to stop all
Yeah,
other sound effects.
an
That's an
internet
option I can do.
interrupt, yeah. Tomato update.
Because right now I just have them like play at the same time.
Oh, where they layer? Yeah.
Yeah, but I can say in the thing I can change the option to stop all other sounds and just do a record scratch.
Yep.
So it could be like taco skirt.
Yeah. All right. Well, Logan,
Yeah, that's me.
we're here to play some Hardspace Shipbreaker, but I've got a little surprise for you.
Uh-oh. I was not informed about whatever this is.
I've been playing some Hardspace Shipbreaker.
Oh. Are you playing today?
Uh, you can play if you want to, but I just wanted to let you know that I have put, let's get 12 hours into this game.
Oh my god. That's
Into the
awesome.
in the past 2 weeks.
Have you been playing like the actual game or have you just been doing open
I've been
open?
playing the campaign, and I really like the way where the campaign is headed. It's a really cool. I've apparently beaten like season 1 of their story, what they've got so far.
Oh, there's like an actual story? I thought it was
Yes.
just play till you pay back all your money.
No, there's actually some actual plot development. It takes place in your emails and kind of the voice comms that happen to you during the missions. It's
I
really
had
good
no
stuff.
idea.
It's really
I
really
had
good
no
stuff.
idea. I basically have just been playing open the entire time.
How do I? Are we in my career? Yeah. So yeah, I am. Hold on. How do I see what level I am?
I think I've done one job in
I-
the campaign.
Okay, so I could upgrade. So you just have all this stuff. So it's going to be quite a
Yeah.
shock for you to step back and not have any of this stuff.
I don't think I want to.
I mean, it's pretty cool to even you showing me the cool stuff that I'm gonna get later. Like I don't even have demo charges yet. It gives me something to aspire to, because when you take on each job, it gives you a pricing report of what like the rental fees for all your stuff are. So it really makes me like want to aspire to buy my own stuff, so I don't have to pay the rental fees. And I'm like, oh man, I could make so much freaking progress on this. What is it? $1.2 billion that I got to pay back.
I know, like every day you play, because like for those of you who don't know, when you're playing a shift,
Uh-huh.
there's a timer that starts.
Yes.
And you have to do as much as you can do in that set time
Right.
before your shift ends, and you have to stop playing.
Yep.
And
15
every
minutes.
day you have to pay rent on your equipment.
You have to pay rent, and you also have to pay a bay fee to actually use the shipbreaker bay, and that is $500,000 to rent the bay.
I imagine you're going to be net negative for like the first several shifts until you buy your own equipment.
Oh yeah, well I'm already negative 1.2 billion, or yeah, $1.25 billion.
Well, you start off pretty hefty in debt.
Yeah, you start off at 1,250,000,000, and I've so far I've made enough to get up to negative 1.239 billion.
Well, why don't you do a shift and show me
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got. Because I
Right.
honestly I don't even do shifts. I've just been doing like the open maps.
Yeah.
Which doesn't pay down your debt at all.
At
It doesn't do
all.
anything. Do nothing. Nothing.
So what I usually do is I'll look for the highest value one, just because like I want to do that so that I can make the most progress.
All of these are hazard level 5.
Yeah. So we'll do this mackerel. Also, you should be getting some game audio. Quentin, let me know if that is the case. If you're not hearing it, let me know. I think I enabled the right audio source this time, but who can say, honestly? Also, I've gotten really good at moving around. I use this now.
Oh yeah.
I propel myself with the gun.
I mean, that's the way to do it. In the open maps, like there's no damage, so I just go full speed directly into the front of the ship and use the ship to stop myself. But if you're playing the game, then like
I can't do that.
you'll die. Quentin wants to know if you toggled the right switches.
Yeah, I believe I have.
Also, tethers are a limited resource, which they are not in the open maps. I am very heavily reliant on tethers.
Yeah.
If I use as many tethers in the actual game that I do in the open maps, I'll be spending so much on tethers.
Mm-hmm. I've gotten really good at just lancing stuff with this thing and knocking stuff free where I need to.
Go.
I think this goes to the barge. Yeah.
Yeah, this is usually what I do is I just get the big stuff off the outside of the ship first.
Yep.
Then I start working on getting the whole thing decompressed.
Oh, my grapple's damaged, which means it might start acting up. It's just stuff wears down over time.
That does not happen in open. I did not know that could happen.
Yeah, you'll see it's at 75%. That's where it's like.
How do you fix it?
There's repair kits at the end of the day.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So because you're already at 75%, you have like a 25% chance of something messing up?
Yeah, but I've never actually seen it like critically fail me. Like, apparently your thrusters for your suit can mess up. I don't really know the consequence of that. But I assume like it won't slow you down when you ask it to, or it will get locked open or something like that, and it'll kind of blast you into a circle.
Interesting.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the cork on the back of this thing. I've also gotten really good at the audio cues, because when something cuts through with the laser lance, the cutter, it there's a little click that
That's
pops.
not good.
That's fine. I didn't know where that cap went. Where'd it go? Oh, it's all the way back there.
There it is.
Get it? There it is.
Did you see that the OLED switches went on pre-order today?
Oh, no, I didn't. I was too busy freaking out about the Steam Deck.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's pretty cool, but that's not something I'm interested in.
I am extremely interested in it. Like, even if I never get one, I love seeing stuff like that come out.
Oh, it's super cool.
Yeah.
But I'm probably not going to get one.
Yeah.
But the OLED switches went on pre-order today.
Really cool.
And oh my god, those things went fast.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Those scalpers are on their game right now.
Because you got to think, everybody that has a Switch wants a better Switch. And anybody that doesn't have a Switch is like, well, now I definitely want a Switch.
I would say if you don't own a Switch, get this one. If you already own one and you're not like
Disappointed.
a diehard Nintendo fan.
Yeah.
If you're not a diehard Nintendo fan and you already own a Switch, you're fine with what you got.
Right.
You don't need to get another one. And but if you don't own a Switch, you should absolutely get the OLED.
Yeah.
Processing valuable object. Credits.
I think my favorite thing might be cutting glass. I love cutting the glass. Oh, it says danger. I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't do that in open, where it tells you if it's got air in there.
but I also don't care.
I see something floating around inside there trying to get out.
Just whipping around in there. Gonna shove a, oh! Did you show me how to collect the data discs?
No, the data discs aren't in the open maps.
Okay. That's a cool thing I think you'll enjoy, because that's part of the lore, or like part of the campaign, is there's bits of storyline you can recover by collecting these data discs. And
to be honest, I didn't even know there was like a story to this.
yeah, I wasn't expecting one. I picked up this game because it was on sale for like $10, and I was like, you know what? I just kind of want to do nothing for the next. It was like 2 a.m, and I was just like, can't sleep.
Asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage.
Oh yeah, I gotta get some O2.
12 hours later.
Honestly, yeah. And I was like, I can't sleep, so I'm just gonna play this until I get tired, because this is like just the right amount of engagement to like get my brain active, but not like.
I don't think you cut the bottom yet.
Did it not? Also, I did, but it's done this before to where I'm missing like a pixel. The other cool thing.
Up.
No.
Bonk.
Detected. Be sure to always budget repair costs.
You can collect
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
oxygen and fuel from inside the ship, and it recharges your stuff, so you don't have to pay that $8,000 to fix your stuff.
Yeah, I've seen the. What was that?
It's him tapping on his radio to fix it. Okay. Let's cut it right in the middle. See which half comes out. This half comes out.
Material
Maybe this one will too. No, this one does not. Oh, there's like a magic pixel somewhere. It's not quite shaved, and I have to find it. So usually what I do...
There it is.
Is it?
In the bottom right.
Oh, good catch. Not that. I just wasted one of those. That's cool. Well. Oh, I see it. No? I genuinely don't know. What I usually do is I just keep cutting it in half and seeing which half comes off until I figure out the problem child. So somewhere in here, there's a pixel that is locked in.
There
we
it
go.
is.
Get out of here. Is this a data? Yeah, data drive. So
I have never seen these.
you'll see up in the top right where my certification level is. That is all driven by links to, or no. That's my cert. Links tokens are how I unlock stuff. And these data drives are worth 100 links tokens at the end of the day. So
Oh dang.
that is a lot. Like, for a job that gets me 90 links tokens at level 2 of the what do they call it? Not harvesting, salvaging. Getting 100 tokens just for finding one of those is like super valuable. All right.
Man, I missed out on all the stuff in this game just from not playing the story at all.
It's and I think by watching you play the open version of it, I was like, yeah, I kind of got my fill of the open. I want to see what this, like, quote unquote, like, career mode. Like, what's the catch of this career mode? All right. Does this tell me it's dangerous or does it not?
Only one way to find out. Just make sure you grab the wall.
Okay. Because I don't remember what you told me about the blue and the red stuff. And
I don't think it means anything, to be honest.
Okay, and then when you were telling me, like, apparently there's a way you can look around and see if a room is pressurized or not. But even in the tutorial for that, I was like, I don't see what you're trying to explain, lady.
It's not super clear at all.
Yeah.
Airlock pressure levels increasing.
What? Why is it?
Just do it again. It should open both doors.
I don't wanna. Like,
Airlock
I don't
pressure
need it to be.
levels dropping.
It should open both doors because
Oh, both
there's
doors.
depressurized on each side.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Sometimes you just need to cycle it.
Got it. Turn off, turn that back on again. How can I get that door open? That's the door I want open. Oh, I just pop it open.
Oh, it really?
What?
Remember how hard I was trying to figure out how to get that open
Oh, yeah.
last time?
It's not all
I
of
didn't
them.
realize.
It's not every
I
door
didn't-
that does that, and I don't know why.
I think it's just the ones that don't have a little knob to open them on.
All right. So let's see if we can get the reactor out of here. Oh, no. Wait, that chamber was pressurized?
Yeah, the interiors were.
Okay. There's the reactor. No. Is that? Yeah,
Yep.
that's reactor. Okay. So,
Oh, it's on the side of the ship? That's weird.
yeah. Alright, so now I should be able to bounce that out. And then pop
Be
it.
quick.
Yeah.
Electrical damage.
Get a good char going. Alright,
Salvage secured.
Toasty.
Credits
I
department.
got that. Now I'm gonna try. Oh wait, I need to unlock the thing from the.
So don't tell Ashley,
Okay.
but I watched all of Loki
Oh, I was about to say I don't know where this story is headed.
because I keep telling her I'm gonna watch that miraculous ladybug show,
Uh huh.
but then I never do, and I keep watching other stuff.
I think it's called.
I told her I was like, I gotta get through Star Wars, and then when I'm done with Star Wars, I will watch this show that you've suggested to me.
Your
And I've
oxygen
watched like
reserve
3 other
drops
shows.
below statistically profitable
Come on.
levels.
Get out of there.
Your oxygen levels are dropping below profitable levels.
Yeah.
It's
Surprised
not
it-
profitable if you're dead.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I think the reasoning is like, if I am running low on oxygen, I'm prone to mistakes, and mistakes are expensive, so they want me to stay up on my oxygen.
Mm.
Which is, it's funny. Like, it's the same thing as like the
Cave Johnson.
Doom 20. Yeah, exactly. That and the Doom 2016, where it's like demonic possession levels at
Oxygen
at unsafe
reserve
levels or something like that.
Please contact
Implying
your
that there is a
lab
safe level
administrator
of
to have
demonic,
asphyxiation coverage.
Just a little possession.
Yeah.
How did you rotate the whole ship?
I just because like yanking it around different ways.
I usually don't see it rotating like this until we've taken a lot of like the armor plating off of it.
Yeah, I tend to kind of wrench them around. I'm not super.
You get rough with it.
Yeah. I ain't gentle like. She knows what she came for. Trying to get this thing freaking started.
Don't bonk that thing around too much. It will explode on you.
Alright. Get out of there. Alright. Yeah, typically stuff like this, I don't use tethers too much until I start like ripping full portions of the side off. Like unless something is too heavy for me to move. So like I could pull this over there and it's not super heavy. But if I'm like, because I don't actually cut the ship down much into like separate parts. I try to take off whole chunks and send it into the processor at a time.
See, I have to get in there and cut every single cut point.
Oh, absolutely not. Oh, I didn't see the power
you
lines
cut
down
something.
there. Oh well. What do you say? About a minute left? What do you say? Yeah,
Ting.
45 seconds. And I'm going to try not to do it tonight, but almost every time I play this game, every shift ends with me like gasping for air as I'm like hurling myself at the door. Because I'm like trying to wring every second out of it. I'm like, well, I'm not going to pay $8,000 for a full thing of oxygen when I'm only going to be here for another 3 minutes. So I'm like wringing out my oxygen supply. And I'm like, okay, I am going to die. We need to lasso the door and slingshot myself at it.
What happens if you don't end your shift yourself and your shift time runs out?
He goes, all right, we're shutting it down. Get out of here. Go home.
So there's no punishment for not shutting it down yourself?
Not as far as I've seen. So yeah, I made $1 million on that one. Does it tell me what my fees are?
I think it will after.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, here they are. Yeah. The 50 grand, not 500 grand. But altogether, everything totals up to $500,000. And your suit, like your cutting tool is 120 grand alone. Your grapple is another 9. So just like saving or getting to the level, which is like 27 or 28, to where you can buy those two, that is $200,000 a day you are not paying. Oh.
Yeah, you earned $1 million, but you spent 500,000.
Exactly.
So you have spent
There's a 50
more than you've earned.
No, I made more than I made more than I spent. Because the fees are only 500, but I salvaged $1 million today.
Oh, right. I meant to say you've made. I meant what I said. I said the wrong thing.
Right.
What I meant to say was you have earned. You took home less than half of what you've earned.
Right. I see what you mean. Yeah. Basically a 50% tax.
You made a profit, but you did get rid of some. You got rid of you sold off some really high money items like the reactor and those outside pieces.
Right.
Like that's big money, but you're eventually going to get to a point where you're not barging a lot of stuff.
Exactly. And that I actually watched a video of someone saying if you want to make Lynx tokens to actually progress through this game, don't waste your time salvaging all the glass and like melting all the metal or all the aluminum and getting all the getting everything processed. It's like get the high value valuable stuff and the large chunks of the hull and then move on. Like if you're playing it for the relaxation and you just want to take a thing apart, sure, take your time. But if you want to move on to the next one, like once you've hit grade 3 of the salvage, there's no reason to stay around.
I mean, that makes sense. If you get rid of the reactor and you get rid of the thruster and all the fuel tanks and the large portions of the shield, and you just basically have the little tiny barge things in the cabin,
chassis
and the frame,
the cabinets.
There's no way it's worth it.
No.
There's no way taking the time to do that is worth it.
Right, but it's good to do that in the early levels because you learn your technique, you get familiarity, you can identify this stuff by sight, you start to memorize these ships and where things can and cannot be. All right, so here is the data recovery. Here's from the data disk that I found, or the data drive. I'm hoping this doesn't give away too much. I've collected one in the past.
I don't care about spoilers for this game.
Okay.
Because I probably won't ever come in and play the story.
Got it.
It's interesting to know there is one, but I just have too much fun with the open stuff.
I've never heard this. I didn't know you could play it.
Solar citizens to feel like the Stellar Commission hasn't lived up to its promises. After the win in the fight against the AI revolution, many looked to the Commission to provide further protections for human labor across the system. But continuously,
This story
the
goes
commission
places, dude.
seemed outperformed by
Wait,
the more
we're
nimble
like
corporations.
human laborers for
Untethered by
AI
the
overlords?
bureaucratic process which the commission seemed ever obsessed to observe and follow. As much as we all understand the appeal of following dry rules and protocol, when it comes to protecting real, human lives, perhaps a more practical approach is in order. With Jupiter Gate established, we find ourselves again in a position of corporate dominance at the forefront of human progress, which threatens once more to be the defining factor in the lives of so many hopeful people. We must not allow this to happen again. We require leadership from the Commission. Leadership which isn't fueled by profit, but rather by human respect and excellence. And maybe, in the future, the Commission can put more emphasis on the fostering of collaborative, proactive efforts, rather than reactively scrambling in the wake of ruthless corporate juggernauts.
So we're human laborers working for AI overlords. Is that am I understanding that correctly?
I believe that is the case.
Interesting.
All right, so here's the one I just found. Gotta recover it. Okay.
That drive needs to be defragged big time. See all that red?
Bad. A Railgate history 4 of 4. Oh, look at that. Star Trek artwork.
Yeah, it does look like Star Trek panels.
All right, what do you got to say? Oh, this is just text. Oh, it's a lot of text. Only a year later, full-scale construction of Earth-Mars rail. Oh, jeez. Cheap travel to the frontier. Newgate's dwarf prototype. 2267. Dr. Singh now on the verge of retirement. The Railgates allowed us to fully colonize Mars, harvest boundless resources from the belt, and is opening opportunities around Jupiter. Planning for gates further out is already underway. Today, many of us ride a station hopper between the colonies, stop at Subgate to contemplate Mercury or Venus, glide serenely through sparkling belt rocks, gaze at the clouds of Jupiter, and ultimately find our own destinies in the great expanse of the solar system. For this, we thank the brilliance of Dr. Doris Singh. Thank you, Dr. Singh. I also have some stickers on my gear I like a lot.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. That's I've got this little Lynx one here and this little spaceman there. I have another one unlocked. I don't know
That's
where.
cool.
I don't know where I put it though. Oh, the beer one.
Can you see it on your cutter tool?
I think that's the plan. How do I?
When I was playing Power Wash Simulator, they pulled a fast one on me and made me think that there was like some dark lore behind it.
Oh yeah.
Like I started a level that was just like a very dirty house.
Okay.
And then like you get text messages from people who want to like ask you to do new jobs. So basically when you unlock a different job in another level, you'll receive a text from the person who wants to give you that job.
Mm-hmm.
But then you'll also receive text from the person who for the job that you're currently doing.
Oh, okay.
And so like you start this house and you'll get a text from the owner of the house and they're like, oh yeah, if you see some weird symbols on the outside of the house, don't worry. It's nothing.
No big.
And then when you finally find one and you start cleaning it, you get a text and it's like, yeah, when we bought this house, these weird symbols were all over it. And they say that it's like the language of angels.
Okay.
But, you know, it's probably nothing.
Right.
And then like, as you go on and you start cleaning off these symbols, you get more texts from the owners and they're like, did you hear that weird sound just now? And then you clean another one off and they're like, there's this weird rumbling sound. What's going on? And then it turns out that ultimately turns out that the rumbling is completely unrelated to you cleaning the symbols. It's just a coincidence.
It's like, oh yeah,
And
the washing machine's off balance. Just put a penny under one of the feet and it's fine.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. And then like it's like, oh, we looked into what those symbols were. They're not the language of angels. They are actually when they built the house, they were markers from the contractors to like, know where lines were behind the walls. So
Oh god.
it's like building up and I'm like, what is happening? Are they about to make power wash simulators scary?
Right, exactly.
What's happening?
Is this the twisted third act?
And then it's just like, oh yeah, none of that stuff that we built up is true.
Okay, so I think this whole chunk can be processed.
Can that handle come off? The lever?
Oh, it can, yeah. Good point.
No,
Oh?
it can't.
What?
It's processor 2.
That's weird. Those are almost always.
Usually those are barge.
I thought for sure that was going to be barge. All right, so like, yeah, it would take me forever to try to move that over. So I'm just going to yank it with the tether just because that saves me time. So stuff like that, I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. There's no way I'm doing this by hand.
I'd be worried that it accidentally drift into the furnace.
It usually doesn't. I've lost a couple that way, but I'm just like, it's fine. What's the like the honest harm in it? Okay. Take the roof off of this thing.
The roof?
The roof, yeah.
As my grandfather from Ohio would call it.
So I just look for the white stuff because I don't know how to. Do I have to melt these to get?
I think you gotta melt the cable junctions.
Okay.
And when you melt the cable junctions, the cables will just float free.
Okay. Power cell. I've had a couple of those go bad on me too.
Oh, when those things go bad, they go bad big.
All right, so let's
talk about going down bad.
Let's make some room.
Bonk.
Get out of the way. But yeah, Mike was talking about the Steam Deck in Discord earlier.
Yeah.
And I said something to him that I meant to say to you, or to mention to you when I first saw the Steam Deck.
As soon as I saw this, I thought RetroArch on Steam.
Yeah. Because I was like, every once in a while, I'll see you playing RetroArch on Steam. And I'm like, what's he playing on RetroArch?
RetroArch shows up on Steam?
I think so, yeah. Because
that's weird.
It's a game that you're playing. Like, because you just...
Yeah, but it's not a Steam game.
It's a program, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I can see it popping up on Discord.
Yeah, I mean, but if it's an application, like his games are just applications, like...
Oh, so I didn't know that Steam just pulled whatever.
Yeah. What am I stuck on here?
That power box cell.
Take care of that. All right.
I like how tight of a space you can find yourself in.
Yeah.
In real life, I would hate it, but in this game, I think it's very cool.
What is this thing tethered to? What am I holding you on?
What, the power cell?
No, this whole wall. I'm trying to get this wall to come off.
Oh, I don't know.
Gotta be something holding it on.
Is it the wire junctions?
I don't think so. It should be...
It might be the wire
it's
junction.
the bottom of this thing.
Oxygen reserves are low.
I know, lady.
Lady!
Okay, that breaks that free. Now... Dang it. Gotta go. Gotta get some more air. Occasionally there'll be some free air in there, but not today. Luck would have.
Not today. Don't slam into it this time.
Yeah. Gotta hit the brakes a little earlier. Speaking of hitting the brakes, did you see the other
Oxygen levels are
thing
critical.
in the Discord today? Quentin posted
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
No.
the freaking GTA tuner scene.
No.
Oh my god, it looks so cool.
Hold on, I'm looking right now.
It's exactly what I've wanted.
The Los Santos tuners coming July 20th.
Yup.
On July 20th, the underground tuner scene in Los Santos roars back to life with the launch of GTA Online Los Santos tuners. In addition to tons of action-packed tuner-based missions and races, this update introduces the LS car meet, a gigantic shared, and then the preview cuts off.
Right.
What is a tuner?
The import car. Like, tuner cars.
Oh, I thought it was a fish.
Tuner fish. Got it.
Quentin says, and if you play between now and the 20th, you get some stuff.
I want stuff.
I love stuff.
Some of my favorite things are stuff. What do
He
you...
says, I wish GTA had fishing.
What's this guy breathing so heavy for? What's your problem?
There's something that's going off. There's an electric
Oh,
zappies
it's
near
making
you.
him nervous.
Yeah, he gets nervous. He's just like, I'm nervous.
I'm nauseous. Okay.
I see it up there through like the front of the ship.
No, not that. Not what I want.
He's like, I don't like it.
Oh yeah, a flashlight.
He goes, I like it, but not a
shoot.
lot. I don't like it.
Didn't mean to do that. Don't go to the barge. Settle down.
You should be able to pull it out of the barge, right?
Yeah, it's just more hassle than it's worth.
It's a pain in the ass, but it can
Yeah.
be done.
I'm not cutting too much stuff.
You're brave with that cutter, man.
Oh yeah, I've gotten real cavalier with it. With mixed results. Sometimes it saves me time. Sometimes it, ruins all
See,
my
Nick
plans.
something up there.
Yeah. So like all that stuff
Yeah, don't do that.
would cut it. But
There
I
you go.
realized if you look at something for long enough, it will highlight, and then you'll only cut that thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like if you look at it long enough to highlight it, it'll only cut that thing. It's like you dialing in your gun.
Interesting. I learned something today. I think you nicked something there.
I may have.
Whatever is sparking is right to your right, so be careful.
Oh yeah, it's that this whole console. Ah!
Oh shit.
I always forget that you can't send a shockwave through electronics safely. Oh yeah, speaking of electronics, my
Stand-up desk.
standing desk is fully complete. I spent like 2 hours
God, the
today
whole-
after work.
Zone.
What's that?
This whole zone is electrified.
Yeah, I spent like 2 hours after work getting everything, like cable cropped and set just the way I like. So, oh, it's so great. I am even in like the first couple hours of work today, I was so much more productive than I usually am. Just because I was like,
Just because you could stand up.
I'm standing up and I'm active and I'm engaged and I'm awake. And I was like, and because I'm at a desk now, I have like triple screens instead of just my regular like laptop. Oh, thruster damage. Move that. Are you stuck? What are you stuck on? Oh, these things are what you're stuck on. I can't. Can I cut that? It is aluminum. No, I cannot cut that. Huh. But it's not even attached. Hold on a second. Is this the... Can I just yank this whole thing off? Hold on. See if it takes it.
I think those wings are gotta go in the barge though.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if it was if I could peel that top off so I can have some more room to work.
Weird Al Yankable.
Yeah. It took me forever to figure out how to get these freaking wings off. And I never saw these things. Come on, I don't want to cut all that. You know that. Settle down with the electricity. You've been here 20 minutes. You're fine.
It's
Alright, well,
Note that excess
maybe you've got
electrical
some reason to
damage
worry.
has been found to negatively impact long-term job satisfaction.
I can't get
Your
to the...
oxygen reserves are low. Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to Link's equipment.
Is it my gear that's messing up that's shocking me?
no, you're just near those arcs, and they're arcing on you.
Oh, okay. Alright, the rest of this can probably go, right? Ooh, there's a bunch... Oh, all the frickin' wire. I don't feel like dealing with that.
you don't have to. It'll destroy it. You won't get credit for it. Careful, I think that wing is drifting.
It is. I'm trying to grab it.
Oxygen reserves are critical. Please contact your
Oh, it's
plan
gonna go,
administrator
dang
to
it.
add asphyxiation coverage.
Oh, well. See, this is what I mean. Like,
Salvage secured.
this is me, like,
Credits deposited.
huffing for air. But it's usually way worse.
Warning. Fuel levels are low.
Alright, so I've only got a few minutes left, so it's not really worth the money to go back at it. I'll just end it. And we'll see what we came up with. 300,000, not much.
And it costs you 500,000 a day.
Yeah. So, took a step back on that one.
You're still net positive though for everything you've done with this job.
Right.
I also like when the furnaces turn on.
Yeah, that's honestly great.
Object processed. Credits deposited.
Alright.
Salvage lost.
Oh,
It was the wing.
I wonder if I could have grabbed the wing before the furnace kicked on. That'd be cool. Like racing toward the thing. I gotta get that wing back.
Oh, look at that. You've destroyed too much that now you can't get the
Yeah.
third reward bar.
Yeah. So once I get to 2, I'll just call it a day.
For this whole job.
Yeah, because like it's kind of pointless for me to go for 3 when I know I can't get it.
That's true.
All right. Room here. Clear that off. All right.
Goodbye.
I think this specific model of cabin is my least favorite one. Because sometimes I can get these side panels off and I don't know how. I don't know what I do that like frees them.
There's a little tiny strip of aluminum. I can show you where it is.
To actually like melt.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it will free up the frame from the
Because I did it once.
thing. I could show you where it is if you'd like.
Yeah, because I did it once on accident because I was cutting something else, but I don't know what it was. What do you?
All right, here,
where,
let me-
Where do you need me? Oh yeah, you got mouse.
I'm just gonna point you at it. I'm gonna make sure I'm in your thing. Shit. Whoops. Sorry.
Alright, fine.
You can barely see it. What's the light button?
It's already on, I think. But if it's 5 or L.
You can barely see it when you look in here.
Oh, I think I see it.
But it's like right here.
Yeah, that little beam. It just highlighted. Yep.
And it's not letting me click for some reason.
Yep. And that gets liquefied.
There on the top and the bottom. There's 2. There's one a little bit further up from here.
Uh-huh.
You melt both of those on the top and the bottom of this, and it will free up the frame from the shielding.
Okay.
Thing.
Cool. All right. I just didn't know. Well, this one came out. Okay. Maybe that's how it came off of the other one. Like I did whatever I needed to actually remove that piece of aluminum before I needed to melt it.
Yeah, it was that one that came out.
Well, why did that come? That don't make no sense at all.
Oh, you're just gonna try to... Oh, it didn't come out. It looked like it was missing, but it was...
Yeah, I was like, that might still be there.
There you go. Now, if you do it on the bottom side of it, it will come free. Like, it'll literally, like, slide out.
Right.
They do not want to be together.
Okay. And not the same thing for these bottom panels.
And sometimes
Oh, I
you might
get
need to
these.
come in and rip off the cabinets too, because the cabinets
Oh,
connect
you're
the
right, yeah.
frame. So if this doesn't make it slide out, you might need to disconnect the cabinets. Oh, yep, there it goes. They're literally sliding apart because they do not want to be together.
Right. Okay. Man,
And that
I
that
never would have
outside,
figured that out.
that I figured it out by accident. That whole big chunk right there, that can all go in the processor.
Yeah, because all the electronic stuff is in the hab, or not the hab, but the cockpit. Well, okay,
There
there
might
it
be a
is. It's
computer or two at the front of it.
starting to come loose.
I think there's like a little attachment to the side of it.
Tethers remaining.
Look at the
I got no
side of
tether.
it. Yeah, see that little poker out thing? I think that's holding it in. I don't know what that is. I think that's where the...
Oh, this where the reactor was.
Yeah, it's holding it in together for some reason. You might want to undo that tether before it flies into the...
Can't get that apart. Can I remove the
Oxygen reserves are low.
reactor mount?
I would say...
Can't pop it loose.
No, I think you either need to melt it or cut around it.
Cut it out. Yeah. Dang it. Do this before I run out of fuel and air. Alright. I want to friggin' asphyxiate.
I like how you can just talk to the computer from any angle and you pop
Oh,
right
yeah.
to where you need to be.
Fuel level
Hang on, I'm gonna get my mouse out of Parsec real quick. Can you go to the escape real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm free.
Got it. I've also started...
I'm free!
I've also started using these anchors or
Oh
something.
yeah, I love those things.
Because it took me a while to figure it out. I was like, oh, I can just use those because they're all over the place. If I need to pull
that's
something
exactly what they're for.
in a specific direction, then I can...
Without throwing it into the furnace.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly... I mean, that has to be what they're for. That's what I use them for.
Where's the... Did it rotate?
It's on the other side. You got flipped upside down, remember?
Hmm.
Remember? Oh, yeah, I remember.
This is a story all about how my ship got flipped, turned upside down. I can't. I'm not nearly good enough at, like, keying
Line.
to... Like, there are so many different axes of articulation that the mouse and keyboard is the best use of this. But if I could play this game as well on a controller, like, it would be so great.
It wouldn't be nearly as
You wouldn't have the fine controls. Like,
fluid.
yeah.
credits deposited.
There you go. Now you can throw that whole thing right in the processor.
Right in a proc. What are you? You're garbage.
Trash.
Nice to meet you. I'm garbage.
You're You're trash, just like me.
What is this texture? What has happened to
I
you?
think you cut something in it. Smeared the texture across it weirdly.
Maybe so. Oh, that's a seat that it now goes in the furnace because I have ruined it.
Because it got cut.
Uh-huh.
It was still partially attached.
Yeah. Have you seen the couches? In one of the ship, it might be this one. I don't think so though. There's like a couch sectional in the back.
Yeah, and the individual cushions you have to pull apart.
The cushions go in the furnace. They're like, yeah, we're not cleaning these.
Yeah, if you find a bunk bed, they have bunk beds that the mattresses go in the furnace, but the frame for the bunk bed goes into the barge.
It's like a sanitation
They're
thing.
like, we don't want that.
Don't ask questions. We're not cleaning this.
Fix it with fire. Hold on, I want to show you something that they did before in an older version of this game that made it a huge pain in the ass.
Okay.
Look down at the barge.
Look down at the barge.
Do you see those little like? There's like a grid on it, right?
Yeah,
And those individual squares.
Yeah, the little cross hatches and stuff.
In the original version of this game, each of those squares was a place where you needed to put something in the barge.
Oh, it was like an inventory grid?
It was like a slotted thing.
Whoa.
And as you started putting stuff in the barge, all of those slots would fill up and it wouldn't hook into it. Like, you know how the barge kind of grabs it and hangs onto it?
Yeah. Got a little buffer zone.
Well, if the slot was full, thumbs up, you hit level 1.
Uh-huh.
If the slot on the barge was full, oh, you bonked it.
Oh, man.
It wouldn't grab it. In fact, it would not only not grab it, but it would bounce it back out. So you needed to like, and it like everything took up a slot, like everything from the reactor to the couches to those little fucking like lights.
Mm-hmm.
Like an entire light would take up in a whole section of the barge.
The other thing I've realized is that...
Doesn't part of that go in the barge?
Oh, it does. Didn't notice that at first.
Let's say
it's just the antenna.
what you're doing ain't right. That boy ain't right.
Do you see that little... It looks like a battery meter whenever I look at stuff.
Yes, I never found out what it meant.
That is like your grapple gun ability. So like this only uses about 1/3 of the capacity to move that object.
Oh, so what do the two little red dots mean?
Red dots where?
Because I might be looking at a different thing.
So you see how like if I look at that, it's like fully red.
Oh yeah, I was looking at something else altogether.
Oh, are you looking at the cut level?
No, there was like a yellow square and then 2 red squares.
Oh,
look
okay.
at the switch. Look at the door switch.
Switch.
Pull it off. Okay, it's not doing it.
I have no idea. Who knows? But yeah, so like when I look at something that's attached to something super heavy, like of course I can't move that. But if I look at something light that I can rip off, gunk. Now this weighs significantly less.
That'll zap you. Be careful.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta go breathe.
Jeez, can't hold your breath for 5 seconds.
Or 15 minutes.
I like how the first stream we did of this was me showing you the ropes, and now you're showing me the ropes.
Oh, Quentin said, "Good thing."
Show me the ropes.
Good thing
now
getting
show me the ropes.
Getting electrocuted only affects your left hand. All right. So did I actually?
But yeah, you had to like before originally when each of those little squares in the barge took one item only.
That's rough.
You had to like meticulously plan where you threw things into the barge because you couldn't just throw willy-nilly.
Oh boy.
Because you'd fill up the middle of the barge super fast, and if you're just throwing stuff at the middle of the barge, it wouldn't stick.
I don't know if I would enjoy that. I'll be honest.
It was very annoying. It made like the cabins of ships of me not want. I didn't want to do them.
Right.
In fact, most of it I threw in the furnace. Oh, you ripped off the door.
Oh, is that what I
switch.
landed on? Dang it.
Yeah, of all the things to hit. Try to get those wings off without throwing them in the furnace, huh?
All right. If we can get it right this time.
Blonk. Also, don't hit those little power cells.
Oh, right. I have to use my focus beam on this one.
I think it's still drifting.
It is. I'm gonna try and catch it before it gets too far.
But I'm so glad that they changed the way that the barge works.
Yeah.
Because now you can just throw anything anywhere in the barge. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Caution. Tether supplies running low.
All right. Big old deposits there.
Salvage secured.
Oh yeah, you got a big chunk of money for those wings.
All right.
I don't even know if they're wings. I don't know what they are. You don't need aerodynamics in space.
Oh no, not that one. Dummy. This goes to the badge.
Yeah, like all of those little bar lights on the side of that thing.
Yeah.
Salvage deposit
I
accepted.
used to just
Credits transferred.
throw them into whatever they were attached to, into whatever slot they needed to go in.
Yeah. If this were
But-
me playing offline, like taking 2 hours to tear down a ship, absolutely no problem. But on a stream, there's no way I'm doing that.
Well, yeah, me playing offline in the old way the barge worked, I'm not going to do that.
All right. See if I can
Salvage
get.
secured.
So I saw somebody on Reddit the other day who had like an almost unlimited supply of tethers. And they went ding 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 and attached all of the things to each other, and then sent
What
one of them.
is happening?
I'm running out of time.
Oh.
And then sent them down to the barge, and they ripped each other off the wall as they went down.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
oh my God, that is so smart. He was basically
If
unstitching the ship.
oh, dang, you destroyed a lot more. It
Oh,
must
yeah,
have been
yeah.
all those like lights and power cells.
Yeah, they didn't like that. All right.
But hey, you made $1 million this time. You're still
I'm up $1 million.
positive.
All right, let's take one more crack at this.
I don't know that I don't know if there's much more you can actually do to it though, because you're about pretty even from either direction to 2.
Yeah.
So if you destroy too much, you'll fail it.
Let's see here. I'm gonna rip this stuff out, and then I'm gonna send this cabin in.
Yeah, get the computer plates out. I think it was those power cells. You sent like 3 or 4 power cells into the furnace.
Yeah, I bet those are valuable.
Credits transferred.
Moving the whole bay, trying to rip these things out.
Hey, fuck
Salvage
them lights though.
secured. Account
No,
credit
absolutely
applied.
not.
I hate those little lights. Shelby says, update on the downstairs. And then Quentin says, are your upstairs neighbors being loud? Shelby says, another cat found a baggie of catnip.
Oh,
He is very
good.
happy.
Is happy the
And
word we're
Quentin
going
says-
with?
Getting into the good shit. Which cat are we talking about? Oreo?
I'm gonna say probably Oreo. I could be wrong though.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
All right, what are we left with here?
When I was at your house, Shelby gave me like 3 or 4 different types of treats.
Uh huh.
And she's like, just sit here and wait for wait for Miko to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Give him these treats and he will love you forever.
Yes.
And that is exactly what happened.
He's not a complicated cat.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
She's like, if you just hang out right here, Miko will show up
Uh huh.
and he will want treats.
And he won't leave.
And then I pet Miko and had to immediately go wash my hands.
Salvage
Pet the
deposit
cat, you
accepted.
wash your hands.
Credits transferred.
I thought you were gonna say she gave you catnip.
I started rolling around on my back.
I swear,
My
officer,
eyes
it's catnip.
super dilated.
Where's? Oh.
cop pulls me over and he's like, "What's wrong with you, boy?" And I go, "I'm not as stink as you high I am."
Catnip. But inside the. Where is this thing?
What are you looking for?
Oh, there it is. Inside the door. Oh, don't do that.
Don't. Chubby says, "I have never really let them have catnip, but since 3 of them have experience today and seem to enjoy it, I will try it with them."
Yeah.
They
This is
call
all
it furnace. What's that?
furnace stuff, anyways.
Goodbye.
Raw
Furnace with ya.
material processed.
Ooh.
Credits deposited.
Badoo. Badoo.
Close enough.
Your grapple's damaged. Does that automatically fix a little bit at the end of the shift?
I
Or do you have to pay for a repair?
I think you have to pay for every repair.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Chubby says, "The only safe space for the baggie is closed in the pantry.
Uh-huh.
And no, they will open the cabinets to get it."
How do I... Oh, it's locked in with...
Oh, yeah. I've never seen something like that before.
I don't remember what it is. That's a communications array.
I don't really work on this ship. I like working on the big giant ships.
Oh, so do I. This is just the one that was available. Do you
This is a good stream ship.
do you use do you ever do the ones with the big fuel pontoons on the side?
Salvage deposit
Oh yeah,
accepted.
I love those.
Those are-
Pulling off all those individual fuel like canisters and dunking them in the.
Oh, I pull them
And-
off like one sheet at a time. Like they come off as huge chunks.
Oh, see, I have to pull everything apart. I'm really bad about like min maxing
Uh-huh.
Salvage secured.
where I dunk things. I just pull everything apart and throw it in pieces.
It's funny that we both enjoy this game, but that detail is like polar opposite for us because I want to like peel a banana and then throw the peel in the incinerator, but yours like no, I want to slice the banana into like discs and then peel each slice individually.
Have you ever seen where you can take like a needle
Okay.
and poke it into a banana and then shift it left and right and then do that down the banana and then when you peel it, it'll be already sliced up when you peel it?
I haven't, but I see what you mean.
I feel like that's more like what I do.
Okay, yeah.
But I take the peel completely off.
Have you seen? Yeah. Yeah.
Credits
Have you
deposited.
seen the It's like a coat hanger thing that you do with a watermelon. Like you cut like
No.
a hole in the side of a watermelon, and then there's like something you stick in the side of it. It's basically like a coat hanger, and then you attach that to a drill, and then you just stick it inside the watermelon, and basically liquefy the insides of the watermelon.
You know what? You know who did do that?
Who did do
At
that?
a party I threw,
Okay.
John and Victoria showed up with a watermelon and
Okay.
they did that. And
Blend
poured a
it.
bunch of alcohol in it.
Blended it from the inside out.
They,
Yeah.
they blended it up from the inside out.
Uh huh.
They stuck a faucet on
Yep. That's exactly right.
it. They stuck a little like nozzle on it, and then they poured liquor in they cut the top off and poured liquor and mixed it up with the watermelon guts.
I just barely
pretty good.
cleared my my fees for today, so I broke mostly
even. Do you want to try to go for like the whole 2, or are you
Oh,
gonna
no,
call
I'm
it
done
on
with
this
that
ship?
shit. I got 523 links tokens, so I might be able to do an upgrade. That's the laser cutter range. It's all licensed. Okay.
Chubby says, "OMG, I hate it," but sound effect. We shouldn't put that on the thing that you can do in chat, but we could totally put it on our own personal soundboards.
Tether amount. Heck yeah, dude. I can carry more tethers. I am doing that for sure.
Is the maximum you can carry 18? Is that what that said?
Let's see. Oh.
Because there's 15 and then 18.
Level 18. The max I can carry is 50.
Oh.
But-
Dang. Okay.
But I wonder-
misunderstood what that number meant.
When you buy your grapple, does that give you unlimited? Like, because you have to buy the tethers. I'm wondering if buying the grapple itself lets you.
I would have to imagine not.
Yeah, but it's also freaking level 28. So like it's 9,500 links tokens. So it's so far into the progress of this game. I'm like, part of me wants to say yeah, they give it to you. Part of me wants to say no.
I feel like this game, from what I can tell, really nickel and dimes you.
Absolutely, yes.
So, like 100% of me wants to say no, that they will not give you unlimited tethers. The only way to do that is to go into sandbox mode.
Right. Like we gave you the free pass.
If you want unlimited tethers, you can't make any money. How about that?
All right. New ship.
I saw a meme today.
Uh-huh.
Because today Steam announced the Steam Deck. Is that what it's called?
Steam Deck, yes. Well, the first time I saw it, I thought I read it as Stream Deck, and I was like, "What are you talking about? There's already
See,
a
yeah,
Stream
that's
Deck."
very confusing because I want to say Stream Deck.
Yeah.
But today, the Stream Deck got announced, and also the Switch OLED went up for pre-order. And I saw a meme. Did you ever watch Jessica Jones on Netflix?
No, but I think Shelby did.
Well, there's Jessica Jones, and then David Tennant plays the bad guy in season 1.
Oh, right. Yes, I remember seeing that.
And it's a picture of Jessica Jones standing there with a worried face, and David Tennant doing his creepy staring at the side of her face while she doesn't look at him.
Yes, I've seen that.
Picture. And over Jessica, it says me who is interested in a Nintendo Switch and a Steam Deck. And then over David Tennant's face, it says also me who could barely buy a $10 game.
Stream Deck extra small. It's just a single button. I also saw Elgato has a webcam out now that's pretty hot stuff.
Oh, they make a man. Elgato's their stuff's expensive, but it seems like pretty high quality.
That's the thing. That's all I ask. If you're going to pay me, if you're going to charge me this much for a single item, I don't ever want to have to buy another one again.
Shelby, I wasn't gonna say anything unless anybody asked me directly, but maybe I did drop a pre-order on the new Switch. Maybe I dropped one.
Oh, did Frank do a video on it? I saw I just saw a couple of announcements.
Before we get too far away from it, I want to make a joke real quick about something that was said.
Okay.
The Stream Deck XS has one button, and when you push it, the only thing that happens is
it's a single button to turn on your full-size Stream Deck.
Shelby, I have 2 3DSs and 2 DSs and 4 Game Boy Advances and 3 Game Boy Colors. I'm going to do the same thing with my old Switch that I did with all my old Game Boys. It's just kind of have it.
Right. I have a Game Boy Original. I have an SP that I have no idea how I got. I have a DS Lite. I think that might
What
be
if you could make infinite folders? Did you have to drill down 8 folders to get to the rise from your grave button? What do we type in to see the list of sounds? Have you updated that at all?
I haven't. I ran out of characters. I think what I'm going to do is not put such a lengthy description on it and just be like...
Or you can make a card on the Twitch page.
That was the other thing. It's like I make an actual like thing that doesn't have a character limit on it. All right. Melt these.
What do I type to see what you have though?
Command all sounds.
I'm seeing if there's anything that I forgot about. Oh, yep, there's one I forgot.
You sure toss a mean salad.
Oh God, I friggin' love that. I still remember the night when I was watching cartoons when I heard that come out of the TV and I go, I have to make a sound effect for that. There's no question.
Did you get that because I imitate that all the time?
Yeah, I think you asked for it. I think
did I?
or maybe you were playing something and I said perfect and then you did that and then you kind of offhandedly were like, "Oh, that'd be a good sound effect." I'm like, "Yes, it would." In fact.
You're right. That's actually a perfect idea. That's from the same Street Fighter where he goes, Japan.
Yeah. He goes, "Oh my god."
Oh my god. USA.
Salvage deposit accepted.
All of the voice clips from like the announcer in that game are great.
Yeah.
What was that? It's sort of really weird sound. I'm gonna go find out what that was.
All right. Lewis got into the catnip.
You better don't.
All right. So this is the first time I've actually seen one of these inside this, like, carriage here. They're usually mounted to the outer ring, but I guess that's because there's an odd number and it has to be balanced? Or maybe that's just another layer of difficulty. Who can say, honestly? Alright, so pop these feet off. Are these, what is that? Amplifier. Get those amps. I don't know why I got the warning on that one. I guess
Salvage
because that
secured.
thing was swinging
No
at me.
credit applied.
Alright. Out of the way of that. The opening is on the top. Yeah. Go in here. Eject
Salvage
thruster.
secured. Credits deposited.
How do I eject the thruster? Where's the thing that ejects the
Oxygen
thruster?
reserves are low. Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
Oh, it's in there. Is there any oxygen in here? Don't see any. Okay, well. Guess I'll have to go buy some. Like a sucker.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, what was it?
I don't know.
Cool. Those are my favorites.
I walked out there and Lewis was on the couch. And like when I walked out into the living room, he kind of like picked his head up and looked at me. And I looked around and I didn't see anything. So I'm guessing ghost.
Got
Just
it.
a spooky ghost.
Yeah. What? Why didn't those go to the barge?
Caution. Tether supplies
Nothing
are
went to
low.
the barge.
Looks like they all got about halfway there. Is
the
that whole
barge?
ring go to the barge?
Yeah. Or-
Shelby, I don't know if you read it, but Shelby says, "Oh, Clay, did you hear Logan started researching hypoallergenic cats?"
I did just read that.
There's this one kind of cat, and it's the cat that doesn't meow; it honks.
Count credit
O-
applied.
okay.
I don't remember what it's called. Let me research the name of that again.
Alright,
Salvage
gotta open this
deposit
door.
Credits transferred.
Alright.
The Oriental short hair.
Huh.
They don't meow; they honk.
Great. Love it.
So instead of going meow, they go ah. Oh, don't nick that. You're getting a little dangerous with the friggin' cutter near the reactor, my guy.
That's fine. Fine.
Shelby
Ding.
says in the woods it can be hundreds of sounds. Birds, raccoons,
Raccoon.
even trees swaying. I'm raccoon.
Alright.
Did I tell you about the time I was playing
No.
I was playing VR chat
Okay.
and I was walking
Not
around
what I expected
in,
to come after that.
I was walking around as Mewtwo. I was in a Mewtwo avatar.
Okay.
And then there was somebody who
Processing
are
valuable
those are related to Siamese. They are cute. Yeah, they're very cute. I like their like they got like a long face and a flat head. I like it.
Long face.
Long face. But there was when I was walking around as Mewtwo, I found two people walking around, one as Raccoon and one as stage 1 or no, final stage Frieza.
Okay.
So I started pretending to be Frieza, but like basically Frieza looks like Mewtwo.
Okay.
So I was like, I am actually Frieza. Don't follow this pretender.
That's
and then I
great.
got this guy who was being Raccoon to stop following around Frieza and follow me around. And then like the other Frieza, or the not the other Frieza, the Frieza.
The actual Frieza. Frieza,
Was
Frieza
like-
actual.
project process.
He was role playing as Frieza, and I was role playing as Mewtwo being Frieza.
Uh-huh.
And he started getting mad at me. So then like it got to the point where we started doing the fusion dance, and then we just kind of stood inside each other.
Great.
And then I didn't really know where to go from there, so I left.
Yeah. I think we've got all we can out of this bit. All right. Be enough room. Tear that bad boy off the wall.
Can't believe it's not freaking out yet.
Salvage deposit
Oh, that just
You really
breaks off.
credits transferred.
That's cool. Let's see if I can get
Dude,
this.
that is gonna knock against that other thing. Ooh. I did not.
That's my
I
favorite
did not
thing.
like that.
Oh, that's the part that I love. That's the part that I love.
What?
Credit applied.
Making me go, ooh.
No, just like slipping stuff past it and just like, what's the worst that could happen? Yank
It can
this thing.
freaking explode. That thing is super, super sensitive.
That's my favorite thing.
It's a freaking liberal, man. What do you want?
Okay. I got 5
Oh, but the
minutes
the
remaining.
Oriental short hairs, the thing that people are allergic to in cats
Uh-huh.
is there's a protein in their saliva
Oh.
that when they bathe themselves, it dries up and comes off in their dander,
Oh.
and like it's that protein that people are allergic to.
I didn't know that.
And
Come
this cat actually produces a like lower. I think the tether broke.
Deposited.
Oh, it did.
Warning, tethers depleted.
Thanks, lady.
Tether's depleted. But this cat actually produces a less amount.
Uh-huh.
And also, it doesn't have a lot of fur. It doesn't have an undercoat, and its fur is really short.
Right.
So it produces less of that protein, and then there's less dander also. So
That's pretty cool.
they say hypoallergenic, but they're still like it's still there. There's still the thing I'm allergic to there. It's just significantly less of it.
Right.
Valuable component incinerated. Penalty has
What
been
the-
applied.
oh, the thresher cap.
But also, that's gonna cut the airlock. Do that.
What is holding this thing together?
The airlock.
Here
I
they
think.
go. This thing. I'm trying to get it to come off the rest of the ship.
Oxygen reserves
Oh,
are
I
low.
see.
I
But
don't-
also, I like that they honk instead of meow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You will have to train them to wear sweaters or keep your house warm when you move to Texas.
It's Texas. It don't get that cold. I mean,
Yeah.
when was the last time there was an ice storm? Come on.
Let's see. All right, these will cut. Can I focus on just this piece?
Oh, what if I got the cat to wear like a Mario sweater and I got Lewis to wear a Luigi one?
Uh-huh.
Oxygen reserves are
Get it,
critical.
Luigi?
Please
Yeah.
contact your plan administrator to add asphyxiation coverage.
All right, gotta go.
Shelby goes, fucking driveway and fucking car.
I said I wasn't gonna do it. I did it anyways.
Quentin says, according to the senators and governors, it never happened.
Yeah, depending on who you ask, it never happened.
It's a liberal hoax, okay?
Oxygen levels
I'm gonna
stabilizing.
get some tethers rolling here.
Fuel too.
Oh, you're right. I should have gotten fuel. Oh well. This cage thing I hate because you have to do so much work just to get it off, and I wish it's these freaking wings that it can't get around, and I'm like, man,
You know what was a plus side to the way that the barge used to work?
What's that?
If you just took the cabin down to the barge
Okay.
and dragged it around on top of the barge, because now there's like a space underneath, like there's the top layer of the barge, and then there's probably like 6 feet of space where
Oh, like
it
the
holds
buffer?
everything you throw in there.
Yeah.
But it used to just be like a flat surface, and whenever you got it into the square,
Uh-huh.
it would just pop directly underneath, and it would just sit there immediately. So you could take the cabin
Uh-huh.
and take it down there and just drag it over the top of the barge, and it would just pull everything out.
Oh. Like a cheese grater kind of thing.
Yeah, it would like pop it all off and pop it into the barge.
That's pretty cool.
But that doesn't work like that at all anymore. You have to physically remove it. So like, there's good things about the way that the barge used to work, but it was mostly bad, and I much prefer the new way.
Yeah. I also have a new way of doing this cabin. I take the walls off first because I can get
Where's
to
your timer?
top center.
Aha!
So this wall just comes off, and then I can pluck stuff off.
Oh yeah.
And then whip it down there.
Whip it. Whip it good.
Salvage
But I
secured.
can see a
Credits
lot
deposited.
easier. Oh, that's broke.
Did it break?
No, I don't think so.
If it broke, you would see it red down there.
Mhm.
Salvage deposit
Because things that
accepted.
aren't supposed to be in the
Credits
ooh, that was scary. Things that aren't supposed to be in the barge are glow red.
Right. I get this done before the day's over.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Anything else?
Not that I see.
Oh, this panel. I don't. Ah, shoot.
Ah,
2.3 mil. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Shelby, I think you have photos and videos of when you went to Canada. So, not real. Didn't happen.
Logan says you have
Sorry.
photos and videos of when you went to Canada.
She's saying she had photos and videos of the snowstorm that happened.
Right.
And
Just
I'm
clearly
like,
mistaken.
no, that was Canada. You were actually wrong. 2 milli.
Uh-huh.
That's a good day.
Look at that. I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 6. I got forever to go. But I made a good chunk of what are those? It's your certification. It's like I'm rank 7. I cannot remember what MP stands for.
Magic points.
That's exactly right. All right. So we can probably get a little bit more out of this one without too much work.
Skirt. So there's that panel, and then you could probably just throw the. Whoa, what's on fire down there?
Oh, like a poster or something, maybe.
They must
Or
have cut something. A food
food
snack.
pack.
Don't throw it in the processor.
Fire damage. Please recommend
How are you even on fire in space?
flammable items.
It's a good question. It's a real good question. Say
Isn't there a panel you need to pull off?
magnesium fire. Did I get the panel or did I not?
Whatever. It's probably not worth that much anyway.
There she is.
Oh, it goes in the processor anyway.
Oh, wasting my time. I got millions to make, lady.
Processing. Credits deposited.
Oh, that's that thing. It still hasn't gone in. In the friggin'. God dang.
It's breaking the tethers because it's so heavy.
Yeah, it does take forever to get down there. All right, that'll make its way down there.
Diddle-diddle-diddle-doo.
Just slowly crawling into it.
See, if I was doing this in free play, I'd slam like 5 tethers on it,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no way that's worth it
No,
when you're having to pay for them.
no, yeah, the fees tend to add up when you do it
Salvage
that way.
deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
All right, there's a ladder out the top. Okay. How can I pull this place apart. That's basically what I like to do. I like to pop the walls off so that I can access stuff from the outside instead of...
Oh, yeah, that's the first thing I do after I decompress the whole ship.
Yeah.
It's so much easier just to get all the panels off.
Okay. Oh, where's the back of this thing? Let's start at the back. We'll start.
Dude, when I came home from work today,
Uh-huh.
there was like
Fuel levels are
8
critical.
deer in my yard.
Return to the
Oh.
master jack to purchase supplies.
And I'm just like, get the fuck out of my yard. You're going to draw a bunch of rednecks out here. They're going to shoot up my house. I'm not kidding. There was like, when the lot next to me used to be an empty lot.
Right.
There was a bunch of deer in there. So some dumb redneck pulled up in his stupid fucking truck and was shooting from his driver's seat out
Come
his
on.
passenger window with a handgun at the deer in the empty lot.
Unbelievable.
I called the cops on him, but he was long gone before they got there.
Yeah. I mean, if for no other reason, just say, hey, this is a problem.
But like,
in case you didn't know.
oh, it's super illegal, Quentin. And like, this is a neighborhood and there are kids that live here.
I think he might have
And
been
this
doing the
dumb-
red versus blue a meme. That's illegal.
That's illegal. But like, seriously, this is a neighborhood and kids live here. And this dumb asshole is shooting out of his fucking car.
Yep.
With a handgun at deer.
Yeah. And probably missing, which means, like...
Definitely missing because he didn't go even get one.
Right.
He backed into my driveway and drove away.
Ah, there she goes. Get out of here. All right.
That's illegal. That annoyed the shit out of me. I wasn't even like scared or anything. I was annoyed.
Yeah, like, I begrudgingly kind of am okay with hunters actually hunting for food, and being
Well,
like,
also like, if you're hunting deer, like there's a significant overpopulation
Yes.
with deer.
Right.
But there's a reason why they are in season, and you need hunting licenses to do it.
mm-hmm,
If you're driving around in your fucking truck shooting a handgun out of your passenger window, you're not doing it right.
exactly. But
Hunting
like,
is fine. Do it right though.
yeah, like if you're hunting something for food and you are putting it down
Salvage secured.
like
Account
as a
credit
clean
applied.
kill, no suffering or like anguish and agony and all that. I'm just like, yeah, there's no real single part of that I have a problem with.
Fuel is critical, says Quentin. Oh yeah, your fuel's real bad.
Oh yeah, that's real fun when it runs out. I have to like tether myself
Tether your way
back
up.
to the thing.
Yeah, I have no problem at all with like hunting when done properly.
Right.
There's a reason why things have certain seasons.
Yeah.
And like
Oxygen reserves are low.
stuff like that.
Reminder.
But like,
asphyxiation,
oh my god, that was so annoying.
salvage quota.
Yeah.
And if he didn't have a gun, I would have gone out there and like took a picture of his driver's license or his took a picture of his license plate. But he did have a gun, so I didn't want to go out there.
Oxygen level stabilizing.
Yeah. Best not to anger the idiot.
I called the cops on him, but by the time the cops got there, he was long gone.
Yeah.
And I just basically told the cop what happened, and he's like, "Well, there's probably nothing we can do about it." I gave him the color. I don't even know what the make and model of the truck was. It was just a baby blue truck.
Right.
But the cop's like, "There's most likely nothing that we're gonna be able to do." And I'm like, "Well, at least you're aware of it."
Yeah, that's the... Let's be honest, I honestly didn't expect much from you.
Did you know when you report stuff like that though, like you can request a follow up?
I believe that.
So if they do make an arrest, they will like let you know.
Yeah. All right. I got that panel
Valuable
off.
object processed. Credits awarded.
Valuable object processed.
I'm trying to get the skin off of this frickin' vehicle. Is that like attached? Yeah, it's like bonded to that. Can I just melt this?
That's a big chunk of aluminum.
Cutting tool overload detected.
Ah, still didn't melt. Dang it.
Salt levels are low. Lynx recommends a healthy
Yeah, you need to
lifestyle
pulse it.
maximize productivity.
Can't. I like even at a full burn, I couldn't get the thing to.
If
Oh,
you
I did.
pulse it, you
I
can
scanned
move
it. There it goes. Cool.
You-
And all
Is
of that.
all of that
Uh,
processor?
all proc.
Yeah, you gotta be real careful not to accidentally throw that in the furnace.
Uh huh. That's a big red mark on the record.
That would ruin your 3.
Oh, absolutely.
If you drop that in the furnace, that would mess up your 3.
There's a few lights on there. I'll grab them while it
Oh, the lights are. That didn't even go to the
shoot
barge.
that into the void of space.
I think it's not going to go in the furnace. I think you're fine.
Credits deposited.
One more.
I hate those little bar lights, and the little dot ones are worse.
Yeah, those are
Credits
not
transferred.
even close to being worth it. The tether brake?
See, if this were me, I would have. Yeah, the tether broke. If this were me, I would absolutely be like breaking all of those cut points.
Yeah.
Someone heard just got a free light and a free concussion.
Concussion.
Thanks, it's what I always wanted.
Why did? Oh, because they came loose of this panel.
How is it
Okay.
attached to that? Is it this?
Find out.
Break the other one.
That's the one that's loose now.
That's going straight in the furnace.
All right. So I think,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're probably gonna have to do all these individually.
man,
Credits deposited.
ducks.
I hate this stupid game.
Oh, this bottom section will come off on its own.
I like the sounds of it cooling down.
Yeah. As it
It
clicks.
sounds like when you turn off your car.
Uh-huh. I remember when GTA 5 came out, and everyone lost their minds that the cars ticked when you turn them off.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah, they still do it, and every once in a while I'll actually pay attention to it. And like, man, that was such a review piece. People were like making sections of their reviews about the fact that no game has ever paid attention to like the cooling metal of a car ticks,
Valuable
and it's completely unnecessary
credits
for it to do that in this video game. But their
I think
attention
your
to
tether
detail.
broke on the big ring.
Oh yeah. Double up on it.
Double up.
Right. Nicki Minaj taught me that. Mr. Mix-a-Lot before her.
I was about to say it was Sir Mix-a-Lot who taught me. I always forget that. I always forget about Anaconda.
Oh, this is.
Oh, it's not attached.
This is free. I could have. Oh my god.
I bet you it was free the whole time.
It was. I just didn't know it. Get in there.
Give it a little boost as you go past.
Yeah, catch that other one.
One of your
Get in
tethers
there.
broke. Yeah, both your tethers broke.
Get in the thing.
You attached it to the other panel.
processing valuable
As soon as that one processes, it's gonna go away.
reported.
It's drifting towards the furnace. Fuck?
Your oxygen
Because
reserves are low.
when you tether to
Note that
something
excess carbon
and boost it,
dioxide
you are
can
like
cause damage to
directly
equipment.
pushing against the weight of that thing. Whereas like
Uh-oh,
if you
it's
just
going to the furnace.
like
Oh, it's rotating. Okay.
bounce it in open air, you're not actually like you're not directly relative to it.
I did not know that.
Yeah. You can screw yourself real bad by
I can imagine.
focusing on the wrong thing and pulsing.
Kicking yourself into the furnace.
Uh-huh.
Have you died yet?
Oxygen reserves are low.
Twice I think I have.
Credits awarded.
What happens when you die in the story?
You said you don't care. The Lynx Corporation basically sequences your DNA at the beginning of the game. So they print a new clone and they charge you, I think it's like
They charge you a fee.
$250,000 for replication.
Oh my god.
Something like that. It's like ridiculously expensive. All right, are we done skinning this part? Okay, so we can sever the. I'm gonna cut it from back here and then take this part off. I think I've already cut a couple of these. Donk.
Quentin says make Star Wars look cheap.
Yeah,
There's a clone or two in that show, huh?
how much do you think it costs to create Luke?
Luke?
Yeah, the clone of Luke that has like 3 U's in his name.
I don't know anything
it's,
about that.
It's one of the dumbest things that I know about Star Wars is that Luke has a clone named Luke.
Does that have anything to do with the stuff with with Snoke?
I have no idea.
I've never heard about this.
He doesn't exist anymore. Oh man, the one thing that the obscure knowledge that I know is without value.
Is irrelevant.
Yeah. All right, so let's push this back.
I'm looking up Luke.
I think it has 3 U's in the name, something like that.
I type in Luuuke, and the first complete is Luke clone.
Welcome to
It's 2 U's.
all of my knowledge. Oh, it's 2 U's?
It's 2 U's.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Maybe there's like a third one.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. All right, so we're gonna yank these out.
Quentin says, "Welcome to all of my knowledge." Hey, that's not true. You know a lot about Clone Wars. All that's still real.
Still real to me.
It's real to me, damn it.
Cody, we're getting down to the wire. Let's put a bow on this shit.
Luke.
I do like that they just call you Cutter, because like it's a clever like nickname. They don't have to worry about like.
Oh wow! I just thought your name was Cutter. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
No, I think like it's their.
That's a job title.
Term of endearment, yeah. Like you're the new kid, you're the Cutter.
Kind of like how when they call plumbers poop scoopers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Something in there is burning.
I have set this place on fire. Free couch, lightly burned.
Oh hey, Luke was. Oh gosh,
That's
that
fine.
doesn't sound good. Luke was formed from Luke Skywalker's hand that he had cut off.
Oh, very cool. I didn't know that.
I was thinking that they grew him out of the stump, but they just took cells from
Like
it.
Cell.
Like, yeah, I was thinking the hand was actually Luke's hand,
All right, yeah.
but no, they just took cells from it. That's not as fun. Oh, General Thrawn is involved with all this?
Huh. I want to get to rank 8. That's the thing that I want, because that lets me get to the next class of ships. That's the thing that I'm...
Oh, Thrawn was actually a big fucking deal, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this page is huge! I did not realize how big Thrawn was.
Is it huge or is it huge?
He's huge.
Oh, okay.
Because if you on the StarWarsFandom.com, there's 2 buttons at the top. There's the button for Legends and the button for Canon. Legends is the stuff that Disney threw out.
Oh, right, yeah.
And Canon is the stuff that's still. Even the Canon tab, there's a lot to Thrawn.
Huh.
Oh my god, I did not realize. I thought he was just a character in
I don't want to
Rebels. I did not realize that. Oh, he's in all these comics? Oh my god. He's got his own book. I had no idea. I literally thought he was just a character in Rebels. Turns out he's kind of a big deal.
Is it General or is it Admiral Thrawn?
I
genuinely don't know.
I am trying to find if it says his rank here.
I'd always thought when I heard the name Thrawn, it was Admiral Thrawn, but I may be misremembering.
Well, his actual name is Mitra Narudu.
Oh.
Kivu Ra Nuru with the core name Vuran.
Okay.
Military career as Mitra Nuru.
Secured. Credits deposited.
Apparently, like, whatever he is, there's like a birth name and a core name. I don't know.
It's probably like first name and surname.
Grand Admiral,
Knowledge
says
deposit
Quentin.
accepted.
Oh, okay.
Credits transferred.
He encountered Anakin Skywalker. Didn't know that. Wow, yeah. Wow, that this character is a lot more involved than I realized.
Oh shoot! I thought out this.
Because he's like the main bad guy of like the back half of Star Wars Rebels,
Okay.
which honestly I think is my favorite Star Wars show. I really like that Rebels a lot more than I thought I would.
Is that animated?
Yes.
Okay.
It's animated, but it's in a different style than Clone Wars, which threw me at first because I watched Clone Wars first and then I watched Rebels, but it's not in the same style. So it's like you'll see characters from Rebels show up in characters from Clone Wars will show up in Rebels.
And
But
look-
since the style is different, I don't recognize them at first, and I'm like, "Whoa, that's weird."
Clone Wars is the kind of Samurai Jack style looking one. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because originally they had a show called The Clone Wars,
Oh.
which was made by Gendy
Tartakovsky.
Tartakovsky. Yep. He was the person behind that, but then when they made Clone Wars, they kept the style of the Gendy show,
Mm-hmm.
and then whenever they did Rebels, they just went with a whole different style. Quentin says it's all animated. All of the shows are animated except Mandalorian.
All of the shows are animated. Okay, got it.
Well, he said it's all animated, but I
see.
added my own twist to it because all of the shows are animated except Mandalorian.
Okay, so that's Barge. So we can cut this out, and this will be easy.
And when they made
money.
Bad Batch, when they did Bad Batch, they kept the style of Clone Wars in it because I don't know why they didn't change the style up. I guess because when they introduced the Bad Batch, it was in the final season of Clone Wars.
Mhm.
Quentin says, "Yeah, I'm not known for making sense." Hey, you make more sense than me sometimes, so.
And all of them? You're free? Oh, not yet. I gotta cut these.
Quentin says that Bad Batch is technically Clone Wars Season 8. Oh, I never really thought of it like that, but that makes sense. Because they introduced the Bad Batch in the like final season 7 of Clone Wars, which was the season that they made after it had long been canceled and taken off like Disney or Cartoon Network or whatever channel it was on.
Okay.
And they introduced the characters from Bad Batch. Oh, very good. Very good. I like that a lot. What you're doing right now, I like it.
What? Just not just yanking it down to the barge?
No, just like sliding it out. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like shit like that. But they introduced the characters from Bad Batch in Clone Wars Season 7. But then the Clone Wars themselves,
Mm-hmm.
like the titular wars of the clones,
The war that the
ended.
what the clones
Your
had.
oxygen reserves are dropping below
ended, but
statistically
the Bad
prohibited
Batch still
levels.
remains. So it makes sense that they wouldn't just call it Clone Wars Season 8.
Yeah.
I hate when stuff goes in front of the sun and it gets all dark.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, I'm trying to see out here.
It's called nighttime.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Stupid planet.
Gonna
It's
make it.
still rolling. It'll get there.
Want that level 2. Ooh, I'm so
Oh,
close
look at all
to
that
it. Oh, there it
red.
goes.
Credits deposited.
Is there a bunch of red? Oh, it's the framework.
Gains observed.
But fuck it though. You hit level 2. You literally don't need to do anything else. Just try to get as much money as you can this shift.
Yeah. I am 400 MP away from.
Although you didn't screw up 3. You could go for 3 if you wanted.
Bet this will be a good chunk.
Quentin says, yeah, the Clone Wars was still focused on Skywalker saga, like the movies,
Mhm.
but Bad Batch changed character focuses.
Hmm. Is this aluminum? Yeah. I'm gonna
Hey Quentin, how much Bad Batch is left? Because I watched the first episode, but I really gotta watch. I really gotta binge it. I can't just go episode to episode. How much is left?
Just give it to me straight.
Give it to me straight, Doc.
All right, that's that side. That's the back.
I was really glad. I was really glad when they finished Loki because I literally just watched. I watched the first episode before stream yesterday, and I watched all the rest of it today. It's so good. Whoa, 16 episodes! Oh my god. Loki, there was like 8. Not even 8. There was 6.
Yeah, I heard all kinds of people just saying, just like giving vague praise to it. Just like, this is incredible. This is so good.
What, Loki?
Yeah.
Or Bad Batch?
Loki.
It's so good, dude.
Uh-huh.
Can I don't know if anybody cares. It's a little bit of a spoiler for episode 1, but not entirely. But
What?
it's something that they did that makes so much sense, and it's so cool.
I mean, Phantom Menace came out forever ago, so I don't think you're spoiling anything.
Listen here, Buster. Shelby says, shit, I forgot Lori was out.
Ooh.
I
Loki.
wanted to watch it, but I got stuff to do for work after hours this weekend. Shelby says, I don't think I'm going to be able to watch it at all this week. And then she says Loki because she said Lori.
Right.
Quentin says, well, Loki is also hour-long episodes. That's true.
I
think Bad Batch. Ah, you shaved it.
I did. Son of a gun.
Spoiled it.
Into the
Episode
furnace
12 comes out tomorrow, so 4 more episodes.
Credits deposited.
So like a month. I got a month left.
That probably would have been enough to give me the 20 grand I need.
And Shelby, I won't do it since you don't want me to.
Okay. Did I cut all this loose? I think I have.
Soiled it.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. This'll cut her loose.
Do you remember when they put Thanos in Fortnite?
Yes, I do.
I was watching Chris Melberger stream, and he was hiding in a house, and he's like, I really got to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna go real quick, and I'll be right back. And then he like was hiding, and whoever was playing as Thanos on that round,
Okay.
like, literally walked right past him and didn't see him standing there.
Oh.
While he was off going to the bathroom.
That's wow. Hiding in plain sight.
I'm like, oh my god. And then when he got back, his chat was like, oh my god, Thanos walked right past you. And Chris
You don't
is like,
even know.
Chris is like, oh my god.
Oh, stop wasting. Oh my god, I can't see anything.
Break him.
Good point.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes remaining in this ship.
I know, it's 5 minutes left. I'm trying to get the...
Listen here, Weaver. You son of a gun.
Why can't I get this thing broken free? Alright, let's try this. Alright, it's starting to move. Or is it not? Yes, it is. Just barely. Okay, so that section is off. Now I can't get back in. Trying to figure out if I can pull the skin off of this section.
Chubby says, any update on the USPS delivery for Skyward Sword? I got a notification today that said that they shipped it.
Reserves are low.
There was a note from Nintendo about the Loftwing amiibo being delayed.
Oh, okay. This works. I'll do this. Gotta be careful not to cut the
Arriving. It says arriving tomorrow by 8 p.m. So, oh, you sliced into something else. You're so cavalier with this thing, dude.
Yeah, I don't
Oxygen
care.
reserves are critical. Affordable oxygen
Get
supplies are
off
available for
the
purchase
ship.
at
There's
the
those
master
little
chest.
guys. You gotta cut the little ones inside the airlock.
I want the whole thing to come off.
It won't. You gotta cut the
I
little
gotta
guy.
go get air.
From what I can tell from the Amazon order, Shelby, it looks like it'll be here. I'm gonna go to my parents' house in the morning. I probably won't be there all day though. Should have plenty of time to come back and get it installed and updated. You know those day one updates in these
Yeah.
10-year-old games.
Warning. Fuel levels are low.
Oh my god, the fuel levels now. Why am I so bad at this?
Don't you hate it when you're flying away from the little shop and you just hear the computer go warning and you're like, what now?
What is it? What did I fail on now? What failure are you going to remind me of now?
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Ah, I just bought a bunch of oxygen. I'm gonna float away from the store now.
No!
Warning.
You're getting good at timing those. The wings. I can.
Well, it does it immediately, right?
There's a very brief delay.
I didn't even realize I've been timing it this whole time. I guess that just means I'm ingenious.
Credits awarded.
I am, after all, the smartest man who ever lived, or whatever I said.
Okay.
Is that what I said? By the
You're like, wait, am I stupid? No, I'm actually a genius.
That's what it was. I think on one of these tank breaker things,
Okay.
there's a piece of the ship wedged into it.
Is that it?
I think on that one. Yeah, I think that.
Get in there.
I saw it when you were flying past.
Yup.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Shook. All right. Let's
What, this little guy? You
Valuable
don't gotta worry about this little guy.
upgrade my certifications. Made a mill.
$1 million labor.
eight.
Look at that.
license.
Heck yeah,
upgraded.
dude. Do I get? Oh my god! Look at all the
Oh,
unlocks.
You're not a newbie anymore. Look at that. You're a laborer now.
Yeah. Laser cutter upgrades, grapple upgrades, thruster upgrades, helmet upgrade. What helmet upgrade? Mastery points is what their stands for.
Thought it was magic points.
We're gonna get some plot development. Oh boy, that's a lot. I'm not reading that.
Are you scared?
Cert? Do I have any cert? No. Okay, red seal comes at 10. These are all the unlocks for various levels. Oof. So can I go to the next grade? Okay, this is the next. Okay, this is grade 6. 5.4 million, 7.1. Same model. I don't know what it is about these javelins, but those are the ones that I make the most progress on.
I think the javelins are, or no, the geckos are the biggest ships.
Is it? Oh, okay.
But I don't think you have any geckos right now.
Yeah, probably not. I probably haven't made my way up to them yet.
But geckos are. If you're playing free play, geckos take you hours.
Yeah, that's what I got this game for, was to pass time. But I couldn't get to bed. It has served me well for that. So yeah, that is another chunk of Hardspace Shipbreaker. Glad I got to show you some stuff this time.
Hey, I learned some stuff.
So yeah, that's gonna do it for us here at Carpe Boredom. So thank you
Oh
very
shit, it's 11:30. Oh my god.
Thank you very much to anyone and everyone for watching. Whether you are studying, working, sleeping, or lurking, we appreciate you having us on in the background. Special thanks to those in the chat for keeping us company. We appreciate your time. To any new viewers, welcome. And if you'd like to see the followers free, just like your monthly complimentary Prime Gaming subscription. And speaking of subscriptions, we got us 2 YouTube channels you can subscribe to. One that used to be for our edited gameplay videos that went up every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. The other one that used to be for the re-upload of our nightly broadcast 24 hours after it ends. We also have a Snapchat and an Instagram for behind-the-scenes content, as well as a Discord where you can meet up and hang out with the other board members of our community, and a Facebook in case you want to tell your grandma about us. I know it's a lot to keep track of, so I'll make it easy for you. Follow us on Twitter, where you can get our daily and weekly updates, and hit the website carpeboredom.com for our platform channel links. And while you're there, check out the store and pick up the softest shirt we ever sold. We have made $3 million of progress on my career in this stream.
Dang, dude.
Out of
None of our friends are live right now, but Game Attack's live.
Okay, send them on over. Tomorrow night.
Valid username. Oh, that's right. They're just Game Attack.
Oh, did you do Game Attack Team?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's tomorrow night? Do you remember?
Yeah. Skyward Sword.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's you and Shelby?
Sure enough is.
All right. Cool. Well, that's gonna be really cool. I'm actually gonna watch that one because I have not seen anything. Oh, the sub drive, right?
That thing is so cool. I love that idea that they're doing.
Yeah. I have not seen more than 7 minutes of Skyward Sword, and that was at a Best Buy kiosk. So
I have personally not gotten past the second dungeon before I stopped playing.
Oh, very cool. Okay. Well then, that sounds like a good time. Thank you for joining me in some more Hardspace Shipbreaker.
Hey, thanks for showing me some shit I didn't know. Maybe I will play the story, but I'm not going to read all those emails.
I haven't read most of them, and you can get a good chunk of the lore just in the conversations.
Oh, Quentin beat it on the Wii. Look at him go.
Oh, very nice. All right. Well,
I didn't.
Well, we will see you back here. What's that?
Will Brewer's making fun of me because I tout myself as like the biggest Zelda fan in RT Florida.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but you haven't beat Skyward Sword. I'm like, listen, Buster.
All right. Well, thanks again, and we will see you back here tomorrow night at 9:30 Eastern as we play some more video games. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye. Out.
What a pleasant surprise of you showing me stuff. I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, that was the whole reason I did not show you the screen before we started.
I did notice you doing that, but I thought it was